them all twice, buy you what you like. Candlelit dinners, I know what you like. Long strokes, deep strokes, I know what you like. I know what you like. I know what you like. Come fuck with me, see what this life like. I know what you like. I know what you like. Come fuck with me, see what this life like.
Yeah, that's the backup, but if we gotta play the Young King, then that'll be the final song.
What on the beat? What on the beat?
Like this, like, be like, no, him.
Here we go. Hey, I'm the one these hoes love to hate. Big money, fast cars, that's the way we live. They know that bitch that ain't better than a baby kid. So tell that hoe to shut her mouth before I fuck her man. And make them drop another rack, pop another band. Drop another rack, pop another band. I be thumbing through that bag, popping rubber bands. Drop another rack, pop another band. Don't wanna get your bitch snatched, you should've brought her here. You know these diamonds water clear, I'm talking solitaire. And bitch, I was 1,000 there before I bought a pair. Cartier bangles, let it dangle off the ottoman. You tryna get away from me, I get you out of here. Niggas be talking me to death and make it hard to hear. I do the dash like a hyphen, make it hard to steer. When you was out here swiping, waiting on your car to clear. Hey, I'm the one these hoes love to hate. Big money, fast cars, that's the way we live. They know that bitch that ain't better than a baby kid. So tell that hoe to shut her mouth before I fuck her man. And make them drop another rack, pop another band. Drop another rack, pop another band. I be thumbing through that bag, popping rubber bands. Drop another rack, pop another band. I was in the club shining like a chandelier. Had your petty ass nigga open like a can of beer. White, black Porsches looking like a panda bear. Black face on the president, that's Obamacare. These niggas pieces ain't hitting Mr. Javier. You know I like that Fendi, Gucci, Louis, dummy, yeah. Told Melly, whoa, Nelly's getting hot in here. All my Chanel bitches barely scraping product fair. Hey, I'm the one these hoes love to hate. Big money, fast cars, that's the way we live. They know that bitch that ain't better than a baby kid. So tell that hoe to shut her mouth before I fuck her man. And make them drop another rack, pop another band. Drop another rack, pop another band. I be thumbing through that bag, popping rubber bands. Drop another rack, pop another band. I'ma tell you one time, it ain't no motherfucking popularity contest. Stop getting mad cause your nigga looking in my booth. Bitch, stop playing with me, motherfuckers. They know that bitch that ain't better than a baby. That little cute bitch with the that little cute bitch with the here we go with that.
What you say it was doing?
It's been a minute. It's happened. This shit ain't nothing new. Still King, I'm go. Young 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 King, I'm go. Ain't got nothing to hide cause I be living so free. They said the best times in life when they be free. But I be having fun when I'm working getting cheese. There's motherfucking haters and motherfucking beats. Black people get shot every day by police. I'm a nigga with attitude that's fuck the police. I graduated school so I be keeping the G. I'm still a nigga too, but blacks calling me kings. With some diamonds in my cardies, I be fucking the parts. I be trying to dance and get my drink on the parts. You a real one if you sitting in our section. Bitch niggas hating but they never disrespect us. Cause everywhere we go the soldiers keeping the weapons. And if they try to try, we sending them boys a message. And I be goddamn if they try to block our blessings. Had they mama on the phone making calls to the reference. It's been a minute. It's happened. This shit ain't nothing new. It's Young King, I'm go. Young King, I'm go. Young King, I'm go. Young King, I'm go. Young King, I'm go.
Yeah.
Young King, I'm go. Young King, I'm go.
Young King, I'm go. Money never falls.
Did it all in the day, never selling soul. All this ice on my chest got a nigga cold. A couple bands in my frames got them bitches froze. Live life like a king cause I'm hood rich. Couple nights at the room with a thick bitch. Everything all gold like Trinidad. Fuck the bitch, now she pregnant claiming I'm the dad. But I ain't trying to hear that talk, all I want is lows. In the club blowing bands and a pair of lows. Cause I got my mind right, I don't plan to fall. So every time I step out, it's a player's ball. Shout out to Royce Fan, that's my fucking brother. If I got it, then he got it. Ball like the thunder. Took a couple losses, but I bounced back. Now I'm back at king status, what you call that?
Always been a man. Always have problems. This shit ain't nothing new. Always young king, I'm go. 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 Young king, I'm go.
Dollar sign, nigga, check the background.
Yeah, that's me behind tents like a campground. Run with the pack, plus the pack loud. Lack how, got it out that water like I'm baptized. Anti-social, neck full of gold, call me Stack Midas. Bitch, you talking to a king, better act like it. Feeling like Tay in these Cartiers. Got the crib for the low, I'm talking gas prices. Speeding up the lodge, me and Block fooling. Chop suey with this Drake, get his block moving. Not losing, come short and we fox to you. Got shooters that'll blow you like hot noodles. Fresh than a bitch, watch the sauce
how
drip.
long is this
Young
three
nigga
songs?
push
I don't
weight,
know.
no CrossFit. I just want the
It had
head
to
from
be
a boss
15.
bitch.
That's
Put it on your
15
head if you talk shit. The man of this bullshit.
Always been a man. Always have problems. This shit ain't nothing new. Always young king, I'm go. 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 Young king, I'm go.
15.
Young king, I'm go.
3, 2, 1.
What's the business? We back live on Big Business Gang Radio, powered by Podcast Detroit and Exclusive Visions. So, big bro,
What's the business?
what's on the menu tonight? What are we talking about?
We ain't talking about nothing today.
What's the topic?
I'm
What's the good
canceling all
healthy
topics.
dialogue? No more topics?
No more
So
topics.
what you want to talk about?
Nothing.
Get on the topic.
Do people get into relationships because of love or finance?
Okay, give them the number one more time to call in too.
248-579-5295. That's 248-579-5295.
Well, what do you think? Do people get into? Oh yeah, you on your Instagram on your live, right?
Yeah, I'm about to go live right now.
Okay, if you
Our
ain't
Hustle
following,
Robinson.
Yep. So add him, cause don't you gotta add you to watch your live?
Sure do. Because I don't
Okay.
like you fuck niggas.
Yeah. So add him on live, so you can watch. You know, and that's what it is. So do you think people get in relationships because of love or finance? What is the 500 or hustle mind state?
I believe finance.
Why?
I don't think people love anymore like they should.
Why do you feel this way, brother?
Because, man, people be going through hard times. They want somebody to help out with them bills.
So you think relationships, romantic relationships, is mostly business?
Now, there's a couple out there.
Now, when you say relationships, because I know a lot of people want specification,
Okay.
so let's specify. When you say relationships, are we talking about all relationships in general, or a category, romantic, business, friendship?
I think all relationships.
So all of them is based off finance.
Damn near.
And what's your logic behind this?
Because people need money.
So you think because people need money, that's why they enter into relationships?
Of course.
We need some women to call in too. Get that number again too.
Look. 248-579-5295.
Okay. Now let's explore that. So you say people need money. So you think people's mindset is money. So in order to acquire more money, they'll get in a relationship, even if they don't love or like the person.
Of
and
course.
put up.
I've heard of it.
You've heard of it.
Yes.
Do you think it's other things too, like boredom, or just because it's something to do? Well, that is boredom, But you think boredom factors in? You don't think love can't factor in, or
I mean, love can factor in,
like
but
interest?
I think nowadays it's more like boredom and finance.
So in your personal relationships, have you got or women got with you, whichever, you thought it was because of finance, that 800 credit score, or yeah, what? I don't know.
I think it'd be finance. You know what I'm saying? Like when you see somebody doing something or you think they doing something, so hey, I want to, progress in my life, and this might be the person to do it. So we can share that 800 credit score. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I think it's like more business nowadays with relationships.
I think maintaining it may be more business mostly with maintaining, but initially it don't. Sometimes it do, but a lot of times too it don't. When the start of it, but to maintain it, it be more so a business when people get comfortable, and when you in need of somebody, and you financially struggling, and y'all, you know what I'm saying, and you can't do it. So finances fact. I know finances keep people from breaking apart. Like I've heard many married men say it's cheaper to keep her. So that's a finance quote. So do you agree with that method? It is cheaper to keep her? Or why do you feel men feel that way? Or people in general feel that way?
I mean, if you're worried about losing that money, it is cheaper to keep her. But my method is get rid of her.
Get rid of her?
Mm-hmm. I don't care.
So it don't matter how much money you lose,
I mean, you're going to die if you stay with that person. You know what I'm saying? So you might as well.
But it ain't no other way to reconcile, or you won't take other.
I mean, if y'all can, but a lot of times you can't.
We have a caller.
Oh, we got a caller.
You tuned in now, caller, the Big Business Gang Radio. What's the business and who we speaking to?
Hey, what's going on, man? This is Caleb, man. I represent the 313, even though I live in Los Angeles right now. Saw your radio show and just said I wanted to comment. I know you guys said you was looking for more women, but I kind of agree with a couple things that your brothers were saying about people marrying for business. It's my belief that marriage, we can look at movies and everything and believe that it's all supposed to be rosy and in love, but really you don't marry the person that you probably in love with the most, or you don't probably marry the person who has the best sexual encounter. You marry the person that checks off highly in all those categories. So I think finances do play a huge part of it, but I think that also depending on where you are in your own life is who you're going to marry. You know what I'm saying? You very seldomly see a rich person marry a poor person, and if you do, it doesn't hardly work out because they have totally different mindset. So I think the person that you end up marrying ultimately is probably like a little reflection of yourself as well. You know what I'm saying? They may have some strong qualities that attract them to you, but the foundation has to be somewhere. And I think the foundation, depending on what you're marrying for, you know what I'm saying? Maybe y'all both go-getters, and that person might have a little bit more drive than you, but they inspire you. And that's what I think that marriage should do, is inspire one another. I'm living proof of it right now. I'm in California, and I'm married, but, you know what I'm saying, my wife, in the beginning, she made more money than me. She kind of helped me start this business. But, you know what I'm saying, and as we kept going on, I started making more money and started contributing. And, I didn't marry her for money, but she had something to me as far as organization. She was a little more organized than I was. I was a creative person, had the ideas and knew how to move, but she was a little bit more organized than I was. So we did it, and, we still working on it. And, we have our ups and downs, but we're working through it.
Okay, you touched on a lot of things we about to talk about. So stay tuned in, caller, and thanks for your call. That was very useful insight. Stay tuned in to Big Business Gang Radio. Now, what the brother just spoke on, do you agree? No comment?
Hey, I mean, He touched on a lot of good stuff. I think he
I
right.
agree with him. Like
Yeah.
I agree with him on a lot of stuff. I ain't got no argument here. I feel like he said, finances do play a role, but I think initially, in most cases, it's not the startup to enter in a relationship.
I think it's not the startup.
Yeah, like I think it plays a part more so in your deciding factor if you're gonna keep pursuing the relationship or is just gonna continue,
You think so? I mean, because you gotta think like a lot of people get with people when they be broke, and they stay with that. Be broke.
Well, yeah, it depends on most. I'm saying when if finance is gonna factor in a relationship, it's gonna be more so during while you're in the relationship and you deciding whether you want to keep pursuing it. You know what I'm saying or not. That's what I mean. If finances is a part of a relationship,
I think it starts straight from the beginning.
Oh, how you feel that?
I think because that's what that person is looking for. Like, if you decent looking and you got a little bit of money, they might go ahead and pursue that and grow to love you.
Well, yeah, that's mostly. See, my case is I ain't never had no woman. I don't think that was with me for no money. Because I was never the type to splurge my money, and I think too. Oh, let me put this out there. I think that we set ourselves up for that. When you find women like that, that's because that's what you show them. You see what I'm saying? Like the first thing, like I've seen from women in they social media inboxes, even when I'm with now. The first thing they say is, I want to take you shopping. I can take you on. I can show you the world. I could do this. I could do that. But it all be money related, like what I can do with you with my money. So of course, if that's what you put out there and that's how I'm trying to get you, then you can't get mad if that's what a person always expects or because that was the basis of the relationship.
What you mean by put it out there?
Like if I come, well, not, what I'm saying, but if I come at a young lady and I say, let me take you shopping, or I want to I'm talking about like that, like the first, not, what I'm saying, what's your name, how you doing, is let me take you shopping. So now at this point, you done opened up your wallet. So if it keep continuously to be about that, then, what you expect because you laid the foundation for that.
I could agree with that. That's a wrong approach. But I think a lot of people look at they sit back and they study you and they see what you do and what you have.
So you feel like a person, they study you. So you say you feel a person sit back and watch you, from a financial standpoint and see what you could do or how they can benefit off of you. But how would they know what they can do and benefit off you if you never put it out there?
Sometimes your life is how you live your life. It just come off that way. You don't have to say it.
Right.
You just live that way. You know what I'm saying?
So you could tell you got something.
Yeah, you could tell they got something. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if they hear about you going to work all the time, it's going to show that you're a person that go to work all the time. So they look at that. That might be a great fit for me. And then they pursue you.
Man, this is stuff we talk about every morning. It's crazy because it's crazy. But
I will agree with you. You do have to be careful about what you put out there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think a lot of it could be because of what that man or that woman put out there. Like women nowadays is saying the first thing they say is, what they can do for you financially. You ain't never got to work again, or I got this going on, I got that going on. But it's a way of trying to get me to like you. But really, you showing me what you could do for me financially, how I can benefit from it. Instead of letting me find out the real you. You know what I'm saying? Like, what do you like to do? Where your mind state is. What's your goals? What's your dreams? What's your aspirations? When you come off telling a person, what you can do. That's why I never, ever say I'm going to cash you out, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, because I'm not going to do that. Even if I'm able, I'm not. So, that being said.
You don't do no cashing out?
I mean, yeah, of course I cash out, but not in the beginning. Not in the beginning.
So what you call cashing out in the beginning?
I'm gonna take you everything based off my money. Okay, I'm gonna take you shopping. I pay a couple of your bills. You know, whatever you need. I'll give you you're behind on your rent or whatever. Here you go. You know, everything is a monetary thing that you do. You know, in gift form, and every time I see you, I'm spending my money. So you can't get mad if that's what it becomes about. What you gonna have it for, man?
They feel like they're giving you something back though.
It's not. It's not. It's not a equal value.
So you're
That's
saying
not-
that poutine pie is not equal value to your money?
Of course, it's not. No, it's not, because I need that to live. I need them dead guys in my wallet to live and do what I need to do. I can't put gas in my car of poutine pie. Like, that don't work. Like, how do I do? Like, how can I live off that? It ain't equal. Like, I hear women say that too, but it's not the same situation.
To them, it is.
You know what I'm saying? If that's the case, then here's a couple of dollars, and I'll just buy it straight up and keep going.
Oh, now you
If
want
I'm doing that.
Now you want to contract it.
No, I'm saying if that's the case, you know what I'm saying. But that's not. No, there's no any women that think like that. That is not the same. Wrongo, you're wrong. What you think that's equal value?
Oh
was?
no, it's nowhere near equal value. Nowhere near.
Why?
And no way that regifted item.
Yeah, regifted. Why do you feel it's nowhere near the equal value?
My money, because I have to go to work for this. You know what I'm saying? That's my paper. I have to live. You know what I'm saying? You have that every day. You wash it. You do whatever you want. And you do what you want to do with that stuff. And so, you know, I don't even want to get into the other parts that we usually talk about.
Yeah,
We're gonna leave this
we
PG
gonna leave it.
today.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But no, it's not equal at all. Not at all.
So they don't. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. So that don't even make sense. That argument don't even make sense.
I just had to throw it out there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, well, huh?
Yeah, I just had to throw that out there. You have to do it.
Yeah, They threw me. You hit me. You threw me for a whirlwind with that one. But back to the original thing. Do people get in relationships because of love or finances? I think finances, like I said earlier, I think it comes. I don't know.
So technically, you saying it'd be love and then
I don't think
finances?
it's love, because I don't think it's rarely that you get real love out in this world. You know, because it's all based off something. You know, so I don't think it's real. I don't think none of it is real. You know, that gets showed during time as y'all building a bond together. You know, y'all have to go through stuff in order to have real, true love. You know?
But
in the beginning, I think it start off like, you know, it could start off like, you know, I like you, I like how you look, I like, you know, what you're doing.
Of course, it's gonna be that.
Yeah, that's what
But
I'm saying.
okay, so maybe we need to rephrase it. So, how can you say it? I think about it later. So it's not really, yeah, because my mind just went blank right there. So it's not really. So you think you're gonna grow into love? I get that. You really gonna grow into it. Well, I guess I'm basically saying is I don't think it ever grows into love. Then
Why don't you think it grows into love?
because they want finances.
So you think the one of finance? Well, when do you think that finances factor in though?
In the beginning, like that's what people be looking for. It's not just women; it's men too nowadays.
So financial security.
Yeah, like I'm more. I mean, not me personally, but people like I want to find somebody that's on this playing field. They don't even talk about love no more. You know what I'm saying? She got to have good credit, got to have her own house, you got to do
But
this.
but see that though, that's a different statement. How's that a different statement? Because that's about something. Because if I don't have those things, then you're gonna utilize my resources. So it's like you're gonna bleed my resources dry. So there's none left for me.
But back in the day, they didn't care.
Yeah, but it's a different day and time. Though.
Right.
Women are different.
That's
The
why
mind
it
state
matters.
is
That's
different.
why people want it now. You know, they just want that. They don't care. How many people really be together for love?
Well, yeah, but I mean that all factors in too. You got to be able to bring something to the table.
I mean, you should
believe,
have
in
that,
a
but
lot
that's
of
the
cases.
major part now.
Yeah. You might be right.
The love
Maybe right.
used to like them couples that got together, like when they was broke and they build it. You know what I'm saying? They have something.
Right.
Nowadays, like people get together because you have something, and then look, it breaks eventually.
Yeah, but why do it break though?
Because that's all they got. They only wanted you for this one thing. And if you don't have it right now, I got to go find somebody that do.
So you think that be the end all be all in most cases?
Yeah.
But why? But if that's the end all be all in most cases, then how would you? That means the first time they find out you don't have these things is over. So how do we get into a week, 2 weeks of the situation? Then,
What you mean?
like, how do we get past the first day of the relationship if that's the end all be all?
I mean, people got their fronts up out here in these streets. You know what I'm saying? Next thing you know, you dating somebody, they don't even pay their own car insurance. You know what I'm saying? Got illegal cable. You know what I'm saying? And they,
That's all a hustle.
What?
That's all a hustle.
Yeah, it's a hustle, all right.
That's all a hustle. You
gotta
gotta do what you gotta do in this world.
That's poor talk. That's what that is. That's what that is. Because eventually, you're going to be screwed up in that.
And you're gonna have to pay real money for your scams, huh?
Mm-hmm.
So you think, so what do you look for when you dating a woman?
What?
What do you look for when you date a woman? Do finances play a part in our hustles world?
Oh, yes, it does. Because I don't need you to be taking mine.
So, like, what is the requirements? Like, what must she have? 3 items that she must have as far as that.
Good credit.
Well, hey, that's but so the first thing you ask when you meet a woman is, what's your credit score?
That's the new one. That's the new one.
So you really ask women, what's their credit score when you first meet them?
They asked you?
I ain't never been asked that. You been asked that?
You don't count.
You say I don't count. Oh, no, I don't count.
You don't count.
You've been asked.
Your tape.
So what? So be women have asked you, what's your credit? I know they ain't asked you.
They asked you. They asked me the exact number, but they do try to find out if you got good credit.
So what's the creative way to ask them if you got good credit?
By the things you purchased. How did you get that?
So that you've been asked with your items, like how did you obtain these things?
Mm-hmm.
Well, why? Like, why? There's none of your business. How do you obtain your stuff?
Oh, yeah, I tell them my credit's okay. And move on to the next conversation.
By the way, 800 credit score.
Hey, stop putting that out there.
Hey, you gonna have everybody in your DMs today.
Nope.
If finance is really thing, he gonna get with that 800 credit score. They want to use that, huh?
You ain't getting it. You ain't getting it. Can't get $1 out of me. I learned my lesson.
Yeah, I learned my lesson.
The last Negro I was with.
So she milked you dry?
She didn't milk me dry, but felt a little stupid after.
Felt a little stupid after.
Mm-hmm.
Would you make big purchases or things of that nature?
No, it wasn't no big purchase that hurt my credit score or nothing like that.
But it was enough to put a dent in the wallet.
I ain't gonna say put a dent in it, but everybody know how I am about my money. And I shared it with you, and you wasn't nothing but trash. And I hope she's on Facebook Live and she can hear it.
Oh, so you still friends on Facebook?
Yeah, so you can see what I'm doing.
You petty.
Yes, I am.
You petty.
Mr. Petty is his name.
Next thing.
Okay.
All right, next thing. So, what about the do you think? Well, because you said earlier that the be all, the end all be all is finances, right?
Right.
Okay, so it's nothing when y'all in a relationship, right? Now y'all in it.
Right.
We pass. I got my financial stuff. You got your financial stuff. So do you think when one party loses or falls on hard times, that most people leave their significant other because of that fall off?
Yes.
Or
I think that's the start of it.
That's the start of
The relationship about to be over.
You think so?
Mm-hmm.
Explain this.
Because that's like one of the number one things why people get divorced. When them finances start to get a little low, people get a little angry.
Yeah, and then the limits start to be limited resources to go around.
Mm-hmm. She can't go get that yaki.
That
You know,
yaki.
you know, all that
Yeah.
stuff. You know what I'm saying?
I
She
heard
like,
that's a cheap hair.
oh, excuse me.
Yaki. I think it's the Brazilian
Indian
something.
Remy or something.
Yeah, some Remy or something like that. You know, I think that's what it is.
Whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
But whatever if you can't get it no more, you know, hey, she probably about to go.
So what about but what about the couples that, you know what I'm saying, they still stay together though? Like they still stay together. So you telling me right now on Big Business Game Radio, you telling the world
What I'm telling them.
that most people once the finances, most relationships end once the finances decline.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's interesting because I thought it was more so. Because I see so many women with broke boyfriends, so it's like I see a lot of that. So it's like,
But that's like another part of it though. Like as soon as they get rid of them, that next dude, hey, it's hell for him.
oh, so you say they start with the poor talk, then they want the rich talk.
Yeah. I need somebody to help me out with these bills.
Oh, because of what they've
kids.
been through. 17 kids.
Yeah. Somebody gotta help me with these Pampers. No,
Hey, but that's when you use that 800 credit score.
Not I said
that's what it's for.
Nope. That's when you run away from that.
That's when you run away.
Yeah.
So a woman that's too needy, you run away from.
Oh yeah.
Come on, man. You could be a start. You could be a startup boyfriend. You can help them get on their feet if you can.
Nope.
What if she a good person? What if she got a car to go? She love you and she really like you?
How would I
somebody
know?
you could build with.
How would I know that?
I mean,
Because you leave in the beginning. So how would you know that?
you leave it. So you don't go past go, huh?
I'm just in a different place in my life at this moment.
So what places you in your life right now where you don't give a chance to come up?
I mean, I do give chances. We all not perfect. You know what I'm saying? So, but
I'm talking about with the finances, though. That's the
no. I watch how people spend their money. So,
what's a red flag with the way a person spend their money?
Like,
and make you like
when you go spend your money on some other type stuff, and then you need money for those bills.
Oh, so like you going shopping in Somerset and all that stuff, but you short on your rent. You asking me?
And you're in Miami and you didn't pay that rent because you used the rent money
in Miami. So
to go to Miami.
You paid your rent. Everybody's in Miami.
No, there's a lot of women that didn't. There's a lot of dudes that didn't do it either. But I can't talk about dudes because I don't date guys.
Right. Yeah. Right.
Well,
and ain't none gonna be in your pocket.
Yeah. So. But there's a lot of people that sacrifice stuff like that. And once you see that, you run the other way.
And why is that a red flag for you?
Because, like, she going to need money.
And where she going to get that money? Or look to get that money?
Mm-hmm. Well, you got a nice hefty credit card. You know what I'm saying? Oh, babe, I'm this and I'm down this week, but I'll pay you back in my first check.
Okay, well, what's wrong with lending the money if she going to pay you back?
Because she ain't going to pay you back. She gonna pay you back.
Now that's one thing. That's one thing, man. I ain't never really met a woman that paid back.
Yeah, she pay you back, all right. She pay you back in those sheets, and that free meal that she got, you got she cooked for you. That she got off the bridge card. You know what I'm saying? Like you got paid back,
but not in the way that you paid out.
You're right. Not the way you want it.
Hey, yo, we got Day. Day, you tardy, man. You are tarty.
You want to go there? Don't irritate it. Yeah.
What's going on? Hey, we got Day Badass. She here. We about to get into this exclusive interview. She irritated.
Oh, no.
Well, you got all the money, so.
I'm a struggling rapper.
Not the way you be doing the hosting and stuff like that.
Image is a motherfucker. Can I cuss?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Image is a motherfucker.
So what's going on, man? What's been going on? I ain't talked to you in a minute, so update us and update the world with what's going on in the life of Day Day. Badass.
Just busy.
Yeah, we see that. We see that. But now we see that you. How long have you been hosting? That's what I really want to know. Like,
I've been hosting for about almost 3 years now.
and how did you get into that?
How I got into hosting was, I was in a modeling, primo modeling group called the Vixens, and we had like an interview segment on 107.5, and while we was on the interview, a lot of the girls froze up, and I'm like, well, let's give me some Patron. We'll say whatever. I'll say whatever y'all want me to say. So I started talking, making people call in, and then E-Dub was one of our co-managers. He was like, Dede, you should start hosting parties. I'm like, I don't got no big booty. Like, because at the time I thought that's what you needed to have in order to host parties. Like, you need to have one of them big booties, and that's what it was. And he was like, no, you have a personality. I see how many people dap you and hit you up and talk to you, so I feel like you should do it. So I hit a couple promoters, and I did it, and I started going with a couple bars. Next thing I know, people start asking me my price, and I'm like, shit, I don't have a price. I'm like, whatever you throw me, my dog. Then I start realizing the girls around me was charging way more, and I was getting so booked so much, and they was like, Daddy, how many charge? I'm like,
That's because you
$100.
was cutting the middle, man. You was lowballing them.
Yeah. So they're like, Daddy, how much? I'm like, 100. They're like, bitch, bye. You better start charging $300-$400. I'm like, all right. And then I start getting calls, and I start going up on prices. The bigger my following got, though.
So what was you doing prior to that, though? Like, what was you doing?
I was working at Ford.
Oh, okay. So you was pretty much working. You was regular. Then you got popular.
Yeah. Because I didn't care about the money at first because I was getting money working at Ford. That's really why I didn't care about the price. I was just like...
Is that something you always, wanted to do?
No.
Was getting the entertainment and...
Everything that I've been doing is because somebody suggested it, and I'm like, okay, well... And it's been working, so I've been going off that, like...
Well, that's, it's funny you said that because now I'm going to bring me into my next question. Why did you decide to pursue a music career? Like, why now?
Music-wise, my brother wanted me to start rapping. He rapped. His name is 47 Entertainment. He just passed away recently. And he wanted me to rap. And pulled me in the studio one day. And I'm just like, I don't want to rap. Like, he was like, no, you're going to rap. Like, if all these other girls can do it, why you can't do it? And I'm just like, I don't want to rap. Like, I'm popping hosting. I'm booked 5 times out the week. I'm making so much fast money. Why would I switch? And then there was so many different girls that was doing what I was doing. Like, I'm not going to say any names, but there was a lot of girls that was doing what I was doing. And they was switching over to rap. So I just felt like I was going to look like another one of them doing what they do. So I was like, no, I'd rather stay in my lane. But he made me go. We went. It sounded kind of good on the track. And I'm like, play that back. I'm like, that's me.
So how long was it before, how long did you, before that, when Mel asked you to get in the booth and start rapping to when you start rapping, like how long did it take? Like
that day we dropped a song.
Y'all dropped the song that actual day?
The actual day we dropped the song.
Did you drop it? Did it come out?
We didn't drop it, but
oh, y'all just
me and us knew it. Like, he's on the hook. I'm gonna eventually drop it, but that day, and then once he passed away, I had to get mentally prepared for myself. Like I kept doing parties because I wanted to stay busy, get my mind off of it. But I also I ain't gonna lie, I started drinking a lot more than what I was. I kept having little spazzes in the club, and people knew what was going on with me but they're not used to me being emotional. Like. Mm-hmm. My page don't really show emotion. It don't show when I'm happy. It don't show when I'm sad. Relationships. Just it really show flyers, business, and me. You know what I'm saying? So I put that out there, and then it was just like I felt like the world was looking on me because when you seen Mel, you seen Dede. When you seen Dede, you seen Mel. So I was just like when I'm in them, but I was like I just can't not work because it's gonna look like I'm weak. I don't have sisters. I don't have nobody telling me, well, you need to moan. You know what I'm saying? I got people around me. It's like, no, keep doing that shit, and he'll be proud of. He'll be like, get your weak ass up. You get what I'm saying? So that's why I kept moving. But it was just like, as a woman, still, I'm still a woman. You know, so
Right.
And then as a woman, I'm drinking. So like, it was just a lot that I was going through, and I had one of them moments a few times in the bars or whatnot, and I started getting it back or whatnot.
So are you serious about music, or this was just a business decision and you saying like, okay, I'm popping, and this is, people. I gotta admit, like, people that do that type of stuff, like come from the hosting and things of that nature, they popular. You know what I'm saying? They
Right.
get popular and then they start in the music. So was it a business choice, or is it something that you serious about?
Honestly, I don't really care about the business side. Like, I care about just living a dream through what he can't do no more, and what he had, the legacy type. Like, the business wise, like, if it don't make it, don't make it. As long as I keep hearing my brother's name, that's all I really care about. Like,
So it's basically keeping his memory alive.
Yeah.
That's why you're doing the music.
that's really where it comes from with me. Like, I don't
That's real shit.
care about all that. Like,
That's what I'm talking about.
and it's so crazy. Everything been working so quickly and fastly. Like, I feel like, I don't know if you ever seen that movie 6 Man.
Okay.
I feel like that's him. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, I would just run in Port of Detroit. Like, I got a commercial that's banging.
That's what I was about to ask you too. Like, I'm glad you said that. How did that come about?
I got hit up, and it was crazy because they had a lot of guys that do it,
Right.
and they don't never have no females. So
Yeah, because you already did the My Neck, My Back.
Yeah.
It was a classic.
they hit up this guy named Meech, and he was like, I got somebody for y'all. Like, I'm gonna hit up Dada. She's an upcoming rapper, and he hit me up. I had a meeting with the owner of 411 Pain and 1-800-PAIN, and we sat there, and it was like, well, in that type of place, they have what they want you to do, how they want you to do it, and how they want you to say it, and this length of time, and exactly what they want you to do. So they told me this, and I'm like, y'all want me to redo what? They like, my neck. I'm like, that shit corny as hell. I was so mad.
Why, like, another question too. So with that being said, what's your plans for the future as far as your music? You got any projects dropping, or is you gonna keep?
I got my mixtape coming out. I just found my name. My name is 47. My mixtape is gonna be called 47 James.
Why?
My
That's
brother.
biblical.
Well, basically, my brother claimed 47. That's something like
Okay.
a Dre Rose type of term, whatnot.
Okay.
And then I add a Bible verse because I went through Bible verses that made sense. And the Bible verse I picked was, submit yourself to God and the devil will flee. And that really hit home. So I was like, I think that would be a dope name. So that's why I'm going with it.
I seen you do imported from Detroit. You've been doing a few showcases, so I don't know if you have somebody behind you or whatever, but I picked you, by the way, to win, imported from Detroit. I did. I thought you was gonna win. My reason is I thought you was gonna win because I know the business, and I know you, and you was the most popular name on there that I seen. So when I heard that you won, I think you tied. You know what I'm saying? I was like, wow, you know what I'm saying? Because the person that you tied, I don't even know his name, but the person that you tied with, he didn't even have 1,000 followers on Instagram. So what I'm about to say is, I think that a majority of your success is because you got support, and
I do.
you got support, and you got relationships that you've built through because you've been hosting 3 years, right?
Yeah.
So you have relationships that you have built that's getting you, you know what I'm saying, that's getting you over, what do you feel? Do you feel the support is the big factor in why you getting it?
Support is always a factor. Like, it's a lot of artists that's from here that don't get supported from Detroit. Like, they get supported outside of Detroit, but they don't get support in Detroit. And I'd rather start from my city, and then, because if anybody know, it's hard to make it here first, And then if you can make it here, they always say, if you can make it here, you can make it anywhere. Like, if you get a person walking down the street and say hi to them without them cussing you out in Detroit, you good, because And when I go other places, they, hi, how you doing? I'm like,
Right.
I'll be on tip like, what you mean how I'm
How do
doing?
you so you still would you say you still humble through
I have to
the
be.
success and
I
things
have
of
to
that
be.
nature?
I'm not there yet. I'm not there. I have to be humble. You still can catch me in the neighborhood. Why wouldn't I not be humble?
Bro, cause like when I first met you, it was on my video shoot. You know,
Right.
Goodbye. That was a dope video too, by the way. You know, and everything, it was all love, and you sing, hey, you was down to earth, and everything was good. So when I hear, like I've heard, you know, people say that, you know, it's like, well, yeah, she stuck up, she this, she that, but I don't get that. So why do you think people get it? You be going off on your live, or I don't know, what do you be doing? For
You
a
know what it
person to think
is
that?
like.
Because I've heard that.
I'd heard that too. And it's not even that I'm bougie or anything. It's just more so I've always observed a situation before I get in a situation. So I'm going to step back and watch stuff, or I be quiet, and then I pull myself out or whatnot. Like, I'm good. I'm kind of like a nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't just be like, oh, you my friend. Like, no, you're not my friend. Like, until I met you and then I talk to you and then you my friend. Like, that's what it is. And then this life that I'm living, I get a lot of people that want around me because who I am. So
Right.
that makes me be on the that level. Then my brother passing away, like, sometimes mentally you gotta step back and just be quiet and observe stuff, and then introduce yourself, or then talk to people. Like, I don't mean to come off that way, but once you sit in my booth and once you be, I'm giving you shots and I'm giving you this and I'm making sure you're straight, you're like, are you actually cool? Like,
So go in Day Badass booth and you can get you some shots and
Oh,
you
yeah.
get food and you're good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Tell the people how they can find you on your social media.
all my social medias is Dede_badass, DAY_BADSS is no Z's. Instagram, Snapchat, my Facebook, same way. I don't really like saying my Facebook
yeah,
because it said my name and I'm so irritated about it, but it's a mistake I made as a kid.
Okay, and you follow back too, right?
Yes, I do.
She's
Especially the ones
lying.
that keep liking pictures, I gotta follow you back because it's like at this point you like 60 pictures. I gotta hit that button for you.
Okay, there it is. You know, that was Day Badass on Big Business Gang Radio. Stay tuned. What's the project? Tell them the project.
The project is coming. My mixtape, 47 James, for sure. And Love Him and Leave Him is coming out. The new song is dropping. The video will be dropping in next week or two.
Shout out to Exclusive Visions too, by the way. But yeah, and watch her Papa Band video too. It's on YouTube. Been going crazy. Thank you for coming.
For sure. Thank you for having me.
You know what I'm saying? We live right now. Stay tuned in every Thursday from 5 to 6 on Big Business Gang Radio, powered by Podcast Detroit and Exclusive Visions.
What's the business?